Did you know that more than 90% of the entrepreneurs rely heavily on the customer referrals when it comes to acquiring new business? See, traditionally, it was, it has been the way of business that businesses used to heavily rely on their existing customer base and the referrals which are generated from them. However, in the recent times, what has happened is, many big companies they have also started penetrating into the markets which were previously the forte of small and medium businesses. So the war of customer acquisition has gone intense. And in this situation, if you are not attracting enough new customers, and if your existing customer base is depleting day by day, you are on a dangerous stuff. So when it comes to acquiring new business, any customer who gets interested or uh, gets attracted towards your brand and has a requirement of your product, that customer becomes your lead. See, if any person is interested in buying your product or interested in buying product or similar products to which you are selling, then that person is a lead for you. And why that person is a lead for you? Because that person, your or rather the interaction with that person, I would say, that interaction will ultimately lead to sales and it will lead to money for you. So there are many ways to attract your customers, but in this video we are going to discuss few ways to attract the customers. So let's jump in. Hi, my name is Amit Kumar Uparali, and for past 21 plus years, I have been a secret weapon for behind the growth of many big corporations. I have also been instrumental in starting, 7 startups, and I have exited from them with 142x profits. I have been, involved with more than 4,800 plus businesses whom I have underwritten myself. And with that experience, let me tell you what what are the ways by which you can generate leads, and through those leads you can generate new additional business without incurring not even exuberant costs, without incurring zero additional cost to your business. So let's dive in this video. We are going to talk about the lead influences. What are the things that will influence your lead and what will be the journey of your lead? And then I'll talk about boosters. Boosters are nothing but the growth hacks. These are the small growth hacks that you can apply in your business, and then we'll deep dive into the strategy of generating leads with no extra cost. And then I will talk about measurement matrices also, how you can measure your leads quality. And in the end, I'm going to give you a great gift. So let's jump in. See, there are three lead influencers. First is awareness. Here I'm going to give you some indication. Right now in the present market scenario, whenever a customer becomes aware about your product, it is through social media. 83% customers said they were aware about the product. Blog posts, they have 81% contribution, and infographics are also contributing 81% in attracting or making customers aware about some particular product. So what does this matrix mean? This matrix means that if 100 people are watching something on social media related to your product, 83% people will be aware of your product. If 100 people are reading blogs and it has mention of your product, post that, 81% people will recall your brand. Same is with the infographics which are displayed over social media. Next is consideration. See, this applies more to B2B, but in B2C atmosphere also, it has got a huge implication. From white papers, 78% people start considering, when they go through white paper and it has mention of your product, they start considering buying your product. After watching websites, 75% people start considering that product, considering that company's product. And web-based events, once people when they take part in web-based events, 72% people, they start considering buying that product. And these are the influencers of purchase decision. People who start considering once when they go to website purchase decision, it is influenced, website influences 56% people. When case studies are presented, it is influencing purchase decision by 47%. Research reports 39%. And surprise entry is videos. The way you are watching videos influence purchase decision by 39%. So these are the lead influences. These are the things that influence your target customers' awareness, their consideration of buying your product, whether they will consider buying your product or not, and even their purchase decision is influenced by this. So let us talk about the boosters. These are the small growth hacks. First growth hack is, it is freemium products or free trials. You can give people some freemium product or free trials so that they can use your products, and based on that they can make decision. Then you can go through influencers and paid promotions. Then you can go for some SEO optimization, and then you can give some deals and discounts. See, why I'm calling this boosters, because these are not the lead generation strategies. These are boosters. They'll give you temporary boost. These are the growth hacks which will give you short-term result. So you can use these things in certain periods. Suppose say during some seasonal sale or those kind of things, you can offer these things. Freemium products and free trials, they cost you. Influencers and paid promotion, it also has a cost. You will have to go through cost benefit ratio. SEO optimization, very, very technical. Deals and discounts, they eat up your valuable profit. So these things you will have to use very wisely. Yes, these are the growth hacks. They will definitely give you some growth, but it will give you an additional boost, temporary boost. So in special circumstances, you can use these things. And why I'm telling you to use these things in special circumstances, because you are in business. Sometimes you are offered an opportunity. If you are specifically if you are a retailer, or if you are in consumer goods, or during festivals, you can use any of these strategies to prepare for that event only. But if you are going to use these strategies as your way of marketing, as your way of lead generation, then it is not going to give you much more results, because these are the growth hacks and they will give you temporary short bursts. And to generate leads on a sustainable basis, these are your 7 strategies. And if you are ready to dive into these strategies of generating leads, type in ready into the chat box wherever you are watching this, whether it is Facebook, YouTube, I don't know. Right, type in ready, bring it on, BIO, into the chat box. Let's see first strategy. See, first strategy is direct engagement. Having a product where, if it is white goods or luxury products, then your direct engagement with the customers is necessary. Even if whatever kind of products you are dealing in and whatever kind of buyers you are having, it is always advisable to engage with some customers directly. And if you are into the luxury products, then it is a must for you. But for other products also, you need to engage with your customers directly. Besides, you need to optimize your website and social profile, so that it gives you leverage in terms of your lead magnets. See, lead magnets is something that attracts customer. It is an incentive to the customer. So you should have some lead magnets, and when you have got your website and your social media profiles, all those things must give customer an incentive to get through the lead magnet. And you can highlight it as primary homepage call to action on your homepage also. Only it should be a call to action. If you go to amitkumaruparelia.com, on my homepage itself, I have given the link of some free resources so that people can get those resources. Then you can promote rewards and lead magnets at the end of blog posts and pages. If you go through my content, my blog articles, at the end, I'm giving people some free resources always. You can use a lead generation pop-up on your websites, on social media profile. You cannot do it, but on your websites you can do it. You can create a resource library filled with gated content. What is gated content? I'll let you know in just a while. Then you can add a lead gen hello bar that sits on the top or bottom of your site, and or you can promote your lead magnet into the sidebar of your website also. So these are the things which will give you foothold into the customer's life. Lead magnet is nothing but is something that you are giving to your client in terms of information, which shows that person is interested in buying your product or the product which are your kind of product. And in exchange of their details, that person contact details, that you give them some value, you give them some information. That is the lead magnet. Next is you will have to repurpose the engagement. See, you will have to repurpose the engagement. What do I mean by repurposing the engagement is, see, there are two things which are part of repurposing of engagement. First thing is, you will have to retarget people who have engaged with your brand in any way. They have replied to your blog post, they have liked your blog post, they have mentioned that there was some issue with your brand, they liked your advertisement, they liked your product in any way. That person has engaged with your brand, and when somebody is engaging with your brand, that person is interested in your brand. So you will have to retarget that person on social media, and this you can do with the help of your digital marketing expert. And next thing in repurposing, what you can do is from your existing clients. See, now we are using our referral system very smartly. By the way, there are 93 ways of collecting referrals scientifically, rather on depending on them, just like 90% other people do. You can create a referral reward system to get the referrals at different toll gates. You can create those kind of toll gates, and a person gets reward for giving you referrals. So this way also, you can repurpose the engagement, your existing engagement, and from that you can gain significant advantage in terms of your lead generation. Next is you can leverage your chatbot conversations. See, nowadays people are engaging with the brands on social media. You can have chatbots on your social media messengers, your WhatsApp messengers. You can have that for Telegram, and even on your website. Once you know your clients very well, their demands very well, you can leverage the chatbot conversations wherein the people, even the first time visitors of your website, you will have to engage them in some way via chatbot. There are many websites which are doing it. You can also do that. Now you can also create gated content. What is gated content? You can create white papers, you can give them ebooks, you can give them guides, you can publish reports, you can publish some kind of courses, you can publish some kind of worksheets, and you can give people some kind of online tools related to your product. See, when we are talking about anything, it is all related to your product, your service. Why this is called gated content? It is called gated content because you get the entry into the customer's premise. See, if somebody wants to access your white paper, they will have to give you contact details. If they are buying your ebooks or you are giving them for free as a lead magnet, they are giving you their contact details. And data is the new generation's oil. The way Middle East has become rich by selling oil, today is the age of data. And when somebody tells you that I am interested in your product, I'm interested in your services, or I'm using your competitors' services, I'm using your competitors' products, but I am interested in your ebook, your white paper, your guide. And in exchange of that, I'm ready to give you my contact details. You can use those contact details to nurture that person into buying your product. Same way, you know, reports, courses, worksheets, online tools, these are all gated content. You get your foothold into customers' premises. Then you can also create value packed, newsletter. Your newsletter can be in the form of blog post, or it can be update about your products or services. Newsletter can give people information about special offers that you are having, or it can give people information about the upcoming events that you are hosting, or if some thought leader in the market has recommended your product, you can use your newsletters to show people to those things also. Next is you can host an event. You can host webinars, you can host workshops, seminars, meetup, conferences, online conferences even. You can do all these things, webinars, seminars. See, nowadays there is no difference between hosting an event physically or an event virtually, because people are participating in both the things with the same zeal, same enthusiasm. So you can have a workshop, a webinar, or seminar or conference, or you can even have virtual meetup, physical meetup, wherein you give people information about your product, and in exchange you get their contact details, and then you start nurturing them. So this is the complete strategy package for getting the leads. Now you see, let me tell you this whatever you are doing, if you are not measuring anything, then it is useless. Because after having so many strategies, all these strategies, if you are not able to measure what kind of results you are getting, then it is all useless. Because what gets measured, it gets done, gets completed, gets fulfilled, gets enhanced, gets elevated, gets the results. So how can you measure the effectiveness, efficiency of your strategy in generating the leads, or the kind of quality you are getting? You will have to always measure. You can measure it in terms of lead that you can measure. Next is you can measure cost per acquisition. See, cost per lead is you have spent some money and you are getting lead because you have got some expenses related to your newsletters, events, webinars, blogs, seminars. How many people are getting attracted, and you are getting the contact details or their engagement or their interest? Then you will have to measure. Suppose I am spending 1 lakh rupees a week, and if I am getting 500 people's contact details, then my cost per lead is 200 rupees. So for 200 rupees, I am getting one person who is interested in whatever I am doing. So that is my cost per lead. And cost per acquisition means it is your cost of acquiring one client. Say it is of no use of having 1,000 leads and only one person buying. You will have to also understand that if people are getting interested in your product, then a substantial chunk of those people must buy from you also. So that would be your cost of acquisition. See, if I'm getting 500 leads, 100 people are buying my product, and I am spending 1 lakh rupees. So my cost per acquisition is 1,000 rupees. Cost per lead is 200 rupees. See, the real difference comes here. Then what is your average sales value? See, if I'm getting 100 customers and they are giving me 1 lakh rupees, then I'm earning 1 crore rupees. So my average sales value from 100 customers is 1 lakh rupees. And customer lifetime value, see, many times it happens that customer buys you, initially the customer buys from you in a small quantity, and you think your cost per lead is high, your cost per acquisition is high, and you pull off some campaigns, you pull off some activities. But you will have to understand what is the customer LTV, customer lifetime value. What is the average customer lifetime value from your campaigns, from your lead generations? Because if your lead generation is giving you higher lifetime value and cost per lead, cost per acquisition is high, then it matches because it is your benefit. And if you want to know more about this, you can definitely be part of one of my master classes, which is going to happen very soon. And what I'm going to do is, as a token of my respect to you for watching this entire video, what I will be doing is I'll be putting the link of that master class into the description, and as a token of gratitude you will get free entry into that master class, which is going to happen soon in very near future, within 2-3 days of you watching this video. So what you can do is you can click on that link in the description and you can be part of that masterclass, so that this is a little part of something which we are helping our community to do with. I have got a huge community of entrepreneurs wherein we are trying to take every entrepreneur to unicorn levels, that is $1 billion or more valuation. And if you want to be part of that, if you want to know how we are doing it, how people are doing it into the world, then you can definitely be part of that masterclass. So click on the link into the description. And if you want to know more about such topics wherein you are getting too much knowledge, real implementable knowledge, then what you can do is if you are on YouTube, you can like and subscribe this channel. If you are on Facebook, you can like and follow my page, and you can even be part of my private VIP group, and its link you will find in my masterclass anyways. So till then, I'm Amit Kumar Uparelia. Bye bye.